Hi everybody, it's Stephanie. I have purchased 6 edible gold paints, and today I am going to put them to the test to see which one I think is the best for painting on cakes. I hope you'll join me. Let's get into it. Here is a look at all of the paints that I'm going to be trying out today, and if you would like to try these out yourself, you can find links to all of them down in the description box. So 4 of these are dusts, and you can use them to dust chocolates or fondant or whatever you're working on, or you can make them into a paint. So to make this shimmery powder into a paint, you first need to spoon out just a little of the dust and then put it into a small bowl or container, and then you want to drop a small amount of clear alcohol into the container. I use vodka, but you could also use Everclear, and you can go with any brand, just whatever you have available to you. If you don't like using vodka or Everclear in your gold paint, try using lemon extract instead. And then I am going to add a little more vodka or powder until I reach the painting consistency, but you have to be careful that it's not too thick. Just keep on playing around with it until you have a nice consistency. And this actually looks perfect. Let me go ahead and mix up the other 3 powders. So something to remember about making this type of paint is that while it sits, the vodka will slowly start to evaporate, which will cause the paint to thicken. So you have to keep an eye on it and keep adding vodka as needed. Okay, my last 2 paints are a little easier because they're already painting consistency. So I'm just going to put them into a little container to prepare them for painting. And the last paint here is the rainbow dust, and it is super thick. It is so much thicker than the Sweet Sticks. Before I paint, I want to show you this really nice brush I got from Sweet Sticks, and I'm going to use this same exact brush all throughout the painting. The first gold is from the Sugar Art, and they have a bunch of different golds that you can choose from, but I picked the super gold color. So I'm going to brush this one on a piece of fondant, and at first I'm noticing that it's still somewhat translucent and a little bit streaky. I do really like the color, but I can tell that I will definitely need another coat of this paint. And since this one is also a dust, I want to try dusting it on the fondant too. So I'm really loving the color of it, and it has a light sparkle to it and is nicely covering the fondant in gold. The second paint is from Celebakes, so let's go ahead and try it out too. Okay, so this one is a little more metallic, and the gold is slightly more intense, although it is a little more streaky than the first one. So this one will definitely need another coat too. Let's also try dusting it. Okay, I think it nicely leaves behind the gold hue, but I feel I need to use more of it to cover as well as the first one. The third gold is called Super Gold Luster Dust from Bakel. And this one was just a last minute pickup that I got last night. It just got here. Let's give this one a try. And wow, I'm really loving the metallic color of it so far. It has more of an antique gold color to it and is very metallic, which I am loving. I also feel it's just a little bit streaky, but maybe I have added too much vodka. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this one dry and then give it another coat as well. Let's try this one as a dust too. Okay, so this one is very glittery and has a nice shimmery finish. It is very, very pretty. When you're purchasing gold paints, be sure that they say either 100% edible or FDA approved on it. The ones that say non-toxic are actually for decoration purposes only. So check out the bottle, make sure it says 100% edible. The next one is by the very popular Roxy Rich, and I got the soft gold color. And let's give this one a go. Okay, I am really loving this gold color so far. It's going on very smoothly, and I'm not getting nearly as many streaks. The color has more of a yellowish tone to it, but I am loving it, especially since there are less streaks. Let's try dusting it. So it's very light and doesn't seem as pigmented as the others. It's more of a light gold dust. Let's move on to the liquid paints. First up is from Sweet Sticks. Let's give that one a go. Okay, this one is going on very, very smoothly as well. I'm really loving the gold sheen color. It's not as yellowish as the Roxy Rich color. The color is great, and this one is the first one that I think I could go without a second coat. So far, it has the smoothest finish. The final paint is from Rainbow Dust. Let's see how it goes. If for some reason this one is going on very, very streaky, I have used this one a few times in the past and I've had a lot of success with it. It might be from my brush, so let me try a different brush. Okay, it is still very streaky. I'm not sure if I got a bad batch maybe, but it's definitely the most streaky. Okay, I am going to let everything dry out for about an hour, and then I'm going to come back and give it a second coat. The Sugar Art paint is so much better after the second coat. It is still slightly streaky, but much better than just having one coat. There is a definite improvement on the second paint, which is from Cellabakes, but still a little bit streaky. Let's go back to the most glittery one from Bakel. I still love the antique look and metallic finish, but I can see there are still a few streaks and it does look kind of grainy. The second coat for Roxy Rich looks absolutely beautiful. It's smoother and the yellowish color is very pretty. And back to the sweet sticks, which I don't feel even needs a second coat. I'm just lightly brushing more over it to see what happens, and it is still beautiful. The bubbles that are on the surface were from my fondant, actually, and not from the paint. And let's give Rainbow Dust one more try. It is still streaky. I don't know why this one is so terrible today. It is not smooth at all. For me, there is a clear star of the show here. It is the Sweet Sticks Pure Gold in liquid form. It went on smoothly and the gold color is shimmery and metallic. So this in combination with the Sweet Sticks brush that I really love made this one stand out, and if I need to cover a cake in gold, this is the one I'm going to use. My second pick is the Roxy Rich Soft Gold Dust. It was also very beautiful but left behind a few streaks, which is why it is my second choice. My favorite for dusting out of these four is the one from the Sugar Art. I loved the gold pigment and how easily it covered the surface by using less product. So this one is definitely a keeper for dusting. Thank you all for watching today. I hope you learned a little bit about edible gold paint. And if anyone out there has any ideas for me for cakes or for products you would like me to try, please let me know down in the comment section below. I always love hearing your ideas. And next week I will be back with another fun baking video. Bye everybody.